It's become more sci-fi in series 3, since that's when people really started to experiment more. And prompt for the 2K contest was science fiction. This is series 2, which was kind of the transitional phase between series 1, which focused more on weird monsters, and series 3 more lore-focused stuff. Okay, now I understand why you're saying that, because of this reads like a teenager. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry, Henry. That's her fan art in the corner. Yep, that's hers. Okay, Uriel Fishbones. Fishbones. Yes. Here we go. SCP-1A34 is to be contained in a standard humanoid containment chamber. It is to be given daily doses of activated copper chlorophyllin, and medication for arthritis. Its rations are to exclude foods that contain red meats, legumes, and eggs, as it is compliant with being contained. No further procedures are necessary. SCP-1A35. Yeah, share it on the SCP Discord, and make sure to credit her and tell them that, like, if they want to ask her for commissions, they can. On Instagram. Like, anything that helps her, you know, like, get somebody to finally be like, hey, I want you to make art for me, I'm willing to pay for it. Then, like, just help her. Help my girl out! SCP-1A34 has requested a low, sturdy table with rounded edges for its containment chamber. Approved. To have its performance recorded. Approved. To watch the recording of its performance. Denied. Alcoholic beverages. Denied. Cigars. Denied. To have its hat back. Denied. An accurate wristwatch. Approved. The collected written works of Beatrix Potter. Approved in part. And permission to conduct its performance in front of an audience or personnel so the effort doesn't go to waste. Approved. Contingent on good behavior. Could I get the full image? You can send it to him in my Discord in the art, the Afro art section. You can send it there, and you can then save it from there. The artist Fluff. SCP-1A34 is a male human African American, approximately 50 years of age. SCP-1A34 is unable to recall its own date of birth. Aha. It has sparse graying hair, dark skin, and wildly spaced teeth, where its eyes should be. There are instead a pair of X sewn into the skin with black thread. Oh. We love that. We love that. Cursory examination shows that even though the flesh bulges outwards in the manner of closed eyes, it does not have eyeballs or eye sockets underneath. Experts confirm that its cranium is constructed from multiple thick overlapping plates of bone with a lack of features in the ocular region. You don't have to tag anything, you just post it there, and then Howard can download it. Despite this, the bulged areas of skin where the sewn X's are located act as fully functional eyes by means not currently understood. SCP-1A34 is arthritic, requiring the use of cane, has trimethylaminuria, a genetic condition which causes intense fish-like body odor. Why does it have to be that complicated of a name? Just call fish BO, man. At will, SCP-1A34 is able to elongate the areas of skin which acts as if it's skin which act as its eyes into long, flexible, cylindrical eye stalks. I don't like the imagery of this. It maintains full control over their position and motion. As of the latest tests can extend them to a maximum length of 25 meters. Like, I'm okay with the idea of, you know, people be able to, like, stretch Mr. Fantastic, Luffy, all that kind of stuff. Plastic Man. But the idea of just like stretching the skin out, just like just like that, not limbs, just skin, just like is like. Throughout this process, SCP-1834 maintains perfect vision and is able to keep itself oriented. How it's 25 minutes. Additionally, it's able to split its eye stalks into multiple branches of variable length and width and merge them together again. Splitting results in a soon X manifesting at the end of each branch. Throughout this process, SCP-1834 maintains perfect vision and is able to keep itself oriented. So did his eyes become X's because he stretched his eyes out? He was like... How its brain is able to compensate for multiple contradicting points of view is unknown. The use of its... There we go. Nice. You guys are having it all sorted out in the Discord. Good. It's unknown not a part of its body possesses this ability. Every 24 hours at approximately 7:30 p.m., SCP-1834 will become convinced of the fact that it is showtime. SCP-1834 will attempt to stand on top of the nearest table, chair, or other piece of flat elevated furniture. If it is unable to do so because of its arthritis or because of the lack of furniture, it will simply stand in the center of the room. At this point, it will become more lively and begin a performance using its ability. This starts by the formation of simple cursive words, geometric shapes, and the outlines of animals using its eye stalks. As the performance progresses, the shapes become more complex, including full cursive sentences, polyhedra, and life-size animate imitations of personnel in attendance. Throughout the performance, SCP-1834 exudes copious quantities of trimethylamine and talks in fast-paced banter with the audience, gesturing with its cane, occasionally inquiring the names, favorite animals, and food. So he just releases like smell of fish. The chemical responsible for its fish-like body odor for unknown reasons. Less of this chemical is produced the higher of the ground SCP-1834 stands. It must be weird to watch this like freak show and then just be like, smells like fish. You know what I mean? Like, I like the idea. When its queries are answered, it attempts to form a shape of said name, animal, or food with its eye stalks. It is unable to stop the performance once it has begun until approximately 45 minutes have passed, and often expresses exhaustion and relief when the performance is finished. Outside of performances, SCP-1834 is generally polite, slow-paced, and soft-spoken. But it's every day, bro. Every day at 7:30. For 45 minutes? God. SCP-1834 was recovered in Louisiana. Oh boy. Why am I not surprised? An African American in Louisiana, probably New Orleans too, was living in a wooden shack labeled photo studio. Although I don't think New Orleans fits in here. N-E-W-O-R-L. No, it's not New Orleans, it's somewhere else. Photo studio in what seemed to be a hastily abandoned fairground. SCP-1834 expressed the sentiment that it had been left behind and was waiting for someone to pick it up. It ended containment happily once the promise of food and permanent shelter were made apparent. SCP-1834 interview log. Okay, here we have Dr. Ling. SCP-1834, you seem to have no control over your actions while performing. Is that an accurate statement? So I don't really know if that's the case. Performing it's exhilarating and a grand thing to do, and it makes me feel young again, but when showtime is over and I get off the stage, I'm just a smelly old man with tired bones. Maybe you're right though. I suppose you could say that I'm out of control when I perform, but only just. When did you start performing? That would have been in 19... Yes, that was the year I first saw the man with the upside down face. Soon after that, I joined Mr. Herman Fuller's Circuits of the Disquieting. What a wonderful venture. Now, colleagues of mine may have had less than enjoyable experiences in the freak show, but my ride was smooth as silk. Know why? Because I behaved. Did you have your ability before that point? Since birth, sir. And trimethylaminuria, the body odor. Yes, sir, that too. I was named Uriel Fishbone with my graveyard gums. SB1834 grins, extending his right eye stalk down to look into his mouth. Them I got from Grandpa Earl. But your eyes, when were they sewn shut? I don't know what you could mean, sir. My sight is fine. 5 seconds of silence, during which SB1834 retracts his right eye stalk slowly. So then, in the end, why do you perform? I learned as a boy that it's much better to do what you are told than go without supper. And I was told that showtime is 7:30 in the evening. Wow. Okay, that's it. That's it. He's only doing this at 7:30 because he's been told to do so. Hey man, 7:30 is showtime. Okay, well, I guess that's a forever rule I shall follow. Uriel Fishbones. I also thank you, Howard, for helping Nuke out. We both appreciate that a lot. And hopefully that will actually help you finding somebody that is willing to ask for commission, because there has to be at least one person that looks at you all and is like, you know what, I want it. Oh yeah, speaking of her art, and me being angry. This is a whole different topic. Like, Nuke already knows about this because I talked to her about it. But I posted it on Reddit and on my YouTube channel, of course. To be like, hey, SB1810 made by her. Please give her a look. Maybe you want a commission done. This is the art style she does. Blah 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 blah. And of course, on Reddit, the second comment that I received was like, it looks AI made, bro. And I was just like, oh. AI has done some damage to, like, the people who with trust in other artists. Like, the fact that, like, you immediately will come to the conclusion, just because, like, something might not be the way that you would draw it. Like, people forget your art looks AI generated, gotta hurt. It does, right? Because, like, at the end, I'm like, you do know there's art styles. There's art styles, and so on, because, like, they were starting to be like, oh yeah, it's because, like, AI generates art that looks the same like that, and all that. Nobody agreed with him, by the way. I gave him a bunch of downvotes, and then somebody in the comment section was like, what are you smoking? Which I love that. Like, as a response, that somebody was like, no, it doesn't. Yeah, no, I think it's ridiculous how AI, like, I understand to be cautious about it. I understand that there are people that will use AI to gain benefits out of it, like money. But I feel like majority of the people that are not AI artists will not use AI to create art, and the majority of people who are not artists who use AI to create art don't try to sell it off. I mean, majority. There's still a couple stranglers here and there that will try to do that. But I do feel like the whole idea of somebody like, I'm going to use AI art to sell, like, I feel like that's, like, so risky and not beneficial. After a while, people will realize, like, that, no. Even if it does get better over time, there is ways to tell if it's AI generated or not. But yeah, like, such a dumb comment. Like, at least, like, at the end, yeah, you can be cautious, like, oh, maybe it's AI generated, but at least then check out the Instagram that I linked it up to, because on the Instagram you can see that the artist does watercolor art, and then you can immediately tell, like, well, that's not AI generated because it's physical art. So there's a high chance that the person that made the art originally might not use AI. I'm just saying. Whew. Man, today I'm just filled with rage. I was way angrier before. Howard and Vinmo can contest to that, but like,